everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the third video I recorded on the day 9. As I told in the last video, it's Saturday night, I don't have plans to go out, so I decided to train my English, so here we are. So let's go. Uh, Today in this video actually, I'd like to talk about the Brazilian country's presidential elections that is coming up on October. Brazil is entering in one of the most important political moments in the recent histories. The country's presidential elections is approaching, and once again, the political landscape is highly polarized. The two main figures dominating the race are currently the actual president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who is seeking another term, and Senator Flávio Bolsonaro, who has become the leading candidate to represent Brazil conservative movement. According to recent reporting by Reuters and coverage from CNN Brazil, opinion polls currently show Lula holding a narrow lead in potential runoff scenarios. However, the election remained highly competitive, and analytics emphasize that public opinion can still change significantly before election day. For many Brazilians, this election is about much more choosing a president. Supporters of President Lula argue that his administration has focused on economic recovery, social programs, and strengthening Brazil international relationship. They believe continually will provide the greater political stability and allow ongoing economy policies to continue. On the other hand, supporters of Flávio Bolsonaro argue that Brazil needs lower taxes, a strong focus on public security, greater economy liberation, and a reduction in governmental interventions. His campaign also seeks to maintain many of the political ideas associated with former President Jair Bolsonaro. The economy remains one of the central issues in the campaign. Brazilian continues to discuss inflation, interest rate, employment, governmental spending, and the country's long-term fiscal outlook. Regardless of political preference, most voters agree that the economy performance will heavily influence their decision. Public security is another major topic. Crime policing and criminal justice policies continue to be among the biggest concern for the voters across different locations from Brazil. Foreign policy has also become part of the debate. Both campaign president differ visions for Brazilian relationship with the major international partners and its role in its global affairs. Another important aspect of this election is the role of the democratic institution. Following the political tensions that have marked recent years, the election authorities have repeatedly emphasized the importance of respecting the electoral process and ensuring that any disagreement are resolved through the democratic institution. Political analysts also point out that this election reflects a broader trend seen in many democracies around the world. Rather than simply choosing between different economic proposals, many voters see the election as a choice between two different visions for Brazil's future. As always, opinion polls provide a snapshot of public opinion at a specific moment. They are useful for understanding trends, but they do not predict the final result. Campaign events, televised debates, economic development, and voters' turnout can all influence the outcome of the week ahead. Regardless who win, The 2022 presidential elections will likely have significantly consequences for Brazil economy, domestic policies, and the international relationship over the next 4 years. For observers outside Brazil, this election is also important because Brazil is a Latin America's largest economy and one of the world's largest democracies. The decisions made in Brazil voters may influence not only the country's future but also our region, political, and international market. Uh, as election day approach, the campaign is expecting to become even more intense. The most important thing for the Brazilian citizens uh, and for anyone following the election is to distinguish very facts from opinion. Rely on credible sources that recognize that in any democracy, informal debate is essential. No matter the outcome, the election will represent another important chapter in Brazil democratic process. So, in your point of view, who's gonna win uh, this presidential election? In your opinion, please, if you have some political side, drop it on the comment, and we see you in the next video. And in October, we see who's gonna win. Thank you very much for watching this another video, and I see you in the next video. Bye.